Dana, go ahead and get us recorded, or John, please. Thank you. And we're ready to go live. Give me just a minute, I want to make sure.
Yeah, it said the recording started. Oh,
It's kind of a two-part thing, so yes, I think we're ready. Good morning. Welcome.
let's call the meeting to order then.
Thank you. I like that. Today is Wednesday, October the 9th. This is the regularly scheduled Collection Service Board meeting. My name is Roxana Gamusio. I am the Executive Director with the board. The first item of business, if the board would agree, is for me to go ahead and do roll call to make sure that we have quorum, and we are starting the meeting right on time. I've got 9:31. When I call
Perfect.
your names, please let me know that you're here. Lori Hadwing.
Present.
Thank you. Chip Hellman.
Present?
Thank you. Jason Hill.
Present.
Thank you. And we have two of our board members that let me know they would not be available, but we do have quorum. So thank you
Perfect.
very much, members. The first order of business that we've addressed at our prior meetings, I want to make sure that any individuals that wish to make a public comment on an item listed on the posted agenda during the scheduled public comment period, which we do at the very end, they will need to sign up on the form that is provided here in the room, as well as the chat box for those that are participating through Teams Online. The requested individuals, if they could please limit their comments to 3 minutes, that would be out of respect for everyone. And then the first order of business after that would be the agenda. If there are any changes that you'd like to make to the agenda, please let me know, board members. Otherwise, we would need a motion to accept it as it's been presented.
I make a motion to accept.
I second the motion.
Thank you. We have a motion by Jason, a second by Lori. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Thank you very much, members. You were all emailed a version of the July minutes for your review prior to today's meeting. If there are any changes from that, please let me know. Otherwise, we would need a motion to accept those as
I
presented.
move we accept the minutes from July.
I second.
Thank you. We have a motion by Chip and a second by Jason. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Thank you very much. The next item of business is the director's report. And on the iPads, give me just a minute. I will give you that page number. Okay, went too far. It is page 30 on your iPads. This shows our financial numbers through June 30th. There were two extra entries. These are always final items that are done before fiscal year is actually closed. So the number that you have in front of you shows us at a deficit of $100,478, leaving the reserves at $814,245. With the entries that I saw posted just in the last couple of weeks, it's going to bring our reserves to 95,301. So a little bit better than the 100,000, but we will end this year, obviously, in a deficit. I don't think that's anything new. I did a quick search on our licensing numbers just from 2021 to now, roughly in those years. We went from 768 licensees to 664. So it's the trend we've been seeing. I don't know that it's going at a higher rate than that 10 to 15%, but it's still a reduction, obviously, in our licensed companies. So for now, we're not planning on a fee increase or anything along those lines, but we'll have conversations if anything changes. Any questions, members? Nope. Thank you, and it is my pleasure to turn this over to our attorney, Joseph. Joe Wharton, go ahead and take over the legal report, please, sir.
Good morning, board members. You all were sent a copy of the legal report. It has 32 total complaints. On the recommendations on those complaints, I recommended the issuance of 2 consent orders, and then I also recommended the issuance of 4 letters of warning. So I'll give you all a second to review that report and ask me any questions that you have and open up to any needed discussion.
Do you have any questions,
No, I've
Lori,
already
or
reviewed it.
discussion? There are no questions, so I think we just read them into the minutes and accept your recommendations.
Yes, and we would need a motion and a second to accept the recommendations, if that's okay.
I move to accept the recommendations.
And I would second it.
Thank you. All those in favor of approving the legal report as presented by legal counsel, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none. That takes care of our motion. Thank you.
I will go ahead and read the complaint numbers into the record. Complaint 202-402-8031. Two zero two 402-8701. 202-403-0491. 202-403-2141. 202-403-2481. 202-403-2501. 202-403-2541. 202-402-8821. 202-403-0381. 202-403-0901. 202-403-3611. 202-403-3631. 202-403-6691. 202-403-5871. 202-403-0371. 202-403-5741. 202-403-5851. 202-403-7321. 202-403-7841. 202-403-8721. 202-403-9231. 202-404-1761. 202-404-3151. 202-404-3381. 202-404-5311. 202-404-2501. 202-404-4291. 202-404-4721. 202-404-6921. 202-404-5791. 202-404-6361. 202-404-4551. That's all.
Thank you, Joe. Members, that takes care of the legal report. I will still leave the next item with Joe. This is regarding the proposed rules that are in the pipeline, so he can give us an update of those particular documents. Thank you.
Good morning, board members. A brief timeline. Back in April of this year, the board approved us beginning working on a rulemaking project and setting a rulemaking hearing. The commissioner has approved those rules as drafted on August 9th of this year. We sent them to the governor's office for review. The governor's office sent us approval on those rules September 23rd of this year. They were filed with the Secretary of State September 27th. You all should have received an e-notify regarding a rulemaking hearing. We're finally at the stage that we can set the rulemaking hearing and review those rules officially. We have scheduled that rulemaking hearing for January 8th. That would be our next meeting at 11 a.m. So hopefully we've timed that to where it would be wrapping up when we're done with our normal business so we can go right into the review of the rules. So essentially that's it. Those rules have been approved up to this point. They've been posted online. I gave each one of you a printed copy of that rulemaking package this morning. My hope is you also received the e-notify, but I wanted to give you a copy in print in case, we all have a ton of emails that come in. So you had a chance to review it. And then we'll go through everything official and make any revisions to the rulemaking package during our rulemaking hearing at the end of next meeting. That's all I have. Thank you.
Do you expect there'll be public comments?
The e-notify informed licensees that they have the ability to email me or call me and leave a voicemail if they had any comments or questions regarding those rules. As of today, I have not received anything, so it would be a guess. I would say if we do receive any feedback on the rules, it would be, 2 or 3 people max, but we'll
Okay.
just have to see. I haven't received anything yet.
And then what's the process after the rulemaking hearing?
After the rulemaking hearing, the rules will then be submitted to the governor's office one more time. In case you all made any changes to the rules as drafted, the governor would review those. They would then be submitted to the Attorney General, who will review the rules for legality and constitutionality to make sure none of the rules violate a law on the books. And then it would be posted with the Secretary of State. And 90 days after it's posted with the Secretary of State, the rules would become effective, which means that they would then go into effect and be posted as our official rules.
Yeah, great. It's a long process, isn't it?
Yeah, I think the department said right now our rulemaking packages are averaging somewhere about 12 months to process from drafting to approval, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Is there any action we need to take, or is that information only?
That was just a, update for you all. You
Okay.
all will have the power to comment on the rules and revise the rules during our rulemaking hearing after the next meeting.
Great.
So.
Thank you, Joe. And members, then that document also, in case you didn't pull it up online, it's the last version that we have and what's been approved. So that
Okay.
should be helpful. The next item that we've got, of course, on our agenda is for anyone that is joining us here in the office. And in 1B, we don't have anyone at this point. Anyone participating remotely that has raised their hand or put in a comment. Dana, do you have anyone online that needs to be given some time to speak?
There's no one with their hand raised, Roxana.
Thank you, John. Thank you so much. Seeing that we have no public comments at this time, members, if you've got any questions, anything else you would like to address as far as board business, I think we are done. And if there is nothing, we would need a motion to adjourn.
Just for clarification, we approved the legal report before they were read into the minutes. That's
Correct.
fine, right?
Yes, the
Okay.
motion's okay, given that we had no items to go over. Had you
Yeah.
all needed to amend any of the recommendations, we would have waited till the end. That's
Okay.
okay. Thank you.
I move we adjourn.
I second.
Thank you. Are you going to?
All in
Oh.
favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Meeting's adjourned.
Thank you.
Man, that's power right there. Yeah. Thank you all very much. These meetings have gotten so efficient by saying that it's awesome.
Thank you.
January 8th, I'll be out of the country.
Okay, I'm going to make a note. Thank you,
You're gonna
Jason.
have to cancel that trip.
You know, we're waiting on this cruise. It's the Ritz-Carlton cruise that was supposed to happen like 3 years ago. They kept pushing back. Now they let us know we can go, so, yeah, this is.
Okay. All right, that's great. Okay.
I thought you were going to say you were going to see Taylor Swift or something.
She's a Chiefs fan. I'm an Eagles fan.
Oh, my son's a Eagles fan. I'm Chiefs.
You're a Chiefs fan?
But for Mahomes, not for Kelsey. I stay out of that all this. I think Mahomes is kind of fascinating. All righty,
Good to see you.
hitting the road soon. Good seeing you.
Where do you live?
Chattanooga.
Chattanooga. That's
We
not
came
too
up
bad.
last night, though.
Oh, you did good.
We've got North Carolina traffic, evacuation Florida traffic.
Yeah.
It was packed last night. There was no way I would have made it this morning.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you made it and can get home safely.
It's always nice to get away for a day.
Are you staying to do something in Nashville, or you're driving right back?
Well, my son's going to MTSU now, so
Okay,
yeah, we're gonna go check in on him.
I love that.
Yeah, so it makes it fun now to come up
Yeah, you're
and
driving now.
just kind of drive. Yeah,
Good,
yeah.
good, good, good.
He even brought us dinner last night. Yeah, and he like went all out. It's like,
Raised him well.
You,
Have a great.
well, year end, yes, and we'll see you in January. You do too, you do too. And Lori, you look fantastic. How are you feeling?
I get my blood checked usually before I come up. Everything's normal.
Thank God.
I know. It's a mind blower, I gotta tell you, when you think back and, you know, this time last year, I was probably still in the hospital.
Oh,
And, it's good.
life is good. I'm so
I
glad.
thank God a lot.
I know you do.